So this video is going to be based on two things: the most highly anticipated palette of 2018 and the most highly anticipated eyeshadow base of 2018 in my opinion, and like a 0 to 100, so from this to glam. This is the palette. They're both by the amazing Plouise, and as you can tell, it's a palette that you will use every single colour. Anybody who loves colour will use every single colour. There's not a colour that I haven't used in it yet, which I'm so against buying palettes because of that reason, that you use 4 colours and probably 4 mattes and 1 shimmer, and you're like, the rest of it just dies to death. Once you've run out of colours, you're like, how will I replace the whole palette? How will I replace the single colours without replacing the whole palette? So this palette is something that I really think is probably one of the best things I've ever bought in makeup, and this is unreal, especially if you have dry skin like me. It's really good. It's really hydrating, and you literally use the tiniest bit and it makes any eyeshadow like pigmented pop, everything. My left. Right, so I am going with a mirror would be good. There. I'm gonna do a really colourful eye. In look I done on my friend a while ago, and I'm going to start with basing my eye with this. And literally, like, I've squared out, well, the tiniest bit. That's probably even too much, but you know, that's actually retails for €10, and I think the palette retails for, is it £40 or €40, something like that, or 50 maybe, I don't know. I'll leave the link to Plouise's website down below, and you can go over and have a look for yourself. You probably won't get any of the products because Nikki Tutorial's done a review, and we all know when Nikki does a review on something and says it's the best in the world, it's gonna sell out. So that's that. Right, so I'm gonna go in with the SS033 mini smudger like crown brush, and it's part of the, I actually don't know if it's part of the pro range, but I'll say no. So what I do is, I actually don't carve right up to my brow. I go in and I carve like underneath, and I basically leave space. So like that. So there's my eyebrow, and underneath I leave a bit of space, and the reason why is because I don't like my eyebrow. I don't like to shake my eyebrow. So I get the product on the little brush and I spread it all over my eye firstly, really quickly. And then I start with the other. As quick as I can, yeah. Drag it down. The trick with this product is you don't need powder to set. You get more colour payoff if you don't set with powder, and the way I think of it is, if you put powder on a dry wall, it's gonna just slide off, but if you put powder on a wet wall, it's gonna stick to it. So the same with eyeshadow, if you put eyeshadow on a dry base, chances are it will stick, but it's gonna be less pigmented, it's not gonna pick up. But if you stick it to a wet base, it's gonna have the same thing as the wall. It's gonna stick to it, and it's gonna be popping. So, right, so after I go in with that brush, I go in with like a bigger flat brush, and I'm just gonna pat all over it, because to set this product you have to pat it. So pat. Pink eyeshadow, and I'm going to go in with it on this fluffy brush, and I'm going to pick up a good bit of it because this is my first colour. So I'm going to go right into the crease with this and I'm making this eye as rounded as I can. I'm doing like a rounded half cut crease basically, and it's going to be pink, and then it's going to be orange and yellow. And then I'm going to dip my brush in again. Whatever goes up must come down. This brush is probably a little bit big for my eyeball. I'll just use it for a sec. No harm done. Especially with your transition colour. You can see this pink is a lovely pink and it's really pigmented. Especially for your first colour. So the second colour I'm going to go Martini. Martini is like that colour. Now you might think like that's a really deep kind of winey colour, but it actually comes out like pink. And it's fab like. And that's like just going right into the crease. This is a brush from actually Penny's, our Primark over here in the UK, and it's number 220. And it has like, it's like a blending brush, but it has like a point on the top of it, so I think it's really good for the crease. And then pop some on the other edge. Now remember, what goes up must come down, so I'll put that on the bottom lash line. I'm going with the first brush again and then just blend out anything that needs blending. So, contour is this shade here from the Plouise Palette, and I'm going to go in with a fuchsia brush that is a tiny bit smaller than that one, but it's a lot more dense and a lot more, you know, rough like. I think rougher brushes place pigment better. So again, I'm going in a bit lower with contour. I'm going to go back in with the first brush. I think the first brush is always good to just have there. I wouldn't use much colour on it because it's good to go back in with, just to make sure everything's blended. And then I'm going to go in with this little pointed bullet brush and brown brush in C512, and it's a Crown Pro. Just gonna, this is a clean brush, so I'm just gonna give this all a good blend. And then I'm going to go in with the Plouise shade Charm, which is like a white, most intense white I've probably ever used. And I'm going to pat that on the brow bone, and it is a really strong white. And I'm just going to go back in with this crown brush, just to blend it a little bit. Now I'm going to get like a tiny bit more of the base, and that's just to cut the crease. So a tiny bit on the back of the hand, and that's plenty. It's really good for cutting the crease. So the trick is, the smaller motions you use, the better. So I have a natural crease in my eye, so I'm going to follow the natural crease of my eye, and that'll be the best thing. If you feel like you don't have a natural crease in your eye, put a bit of concealer on the bottom of your lash line, and open your eye, and wherever your lash line hits is where to cut it. Right, so I'm gonna go in with the Crown C462 and with the shade these three: Plouise, Sunkissed, Burnt and Queen, and probably a bit Martini. We'll see. So I'm gonna go in with Queen first because it's the darkest. And I'm gonna go in right at the cup. Just pack the shadow on. And then I'm going to use a different brush, and I'm gonna use a different brush, and I'm gonna do the lightest shade, and then I'm gonna use both brushes to alternate in between. And I'm gonna go in right at the front. And then I'm gonna pat the white on. Just a tiny bit. Yeah. And I'm gonna go in with the second lighter shade, which is Trippin', the nice nude. And I'm just gonna start patting like just slightly over charm. Then right up to the crease again. And then I'm gonna go in with the third shade, which is Plouise. And I'm just gonna get my brush all loaded up. Then I'm gonna do the same method, and I'm gonna go in from the bottom of the eye. From the bottom of my eye. And I'm gonna go right up to the crease. And I'm gonna make sure it's really neat. We want that crease, cut crease to be sharp. Now we have one gap, which is going to be a bit sun-kissed. And pat that right down. Right, now I'm going to go in with a clean brush, and I'm going to just basically just blend the edge of each one into the next one to make it look fluid, I suppose. Wipe off that. Pick up a bit more of the Plouise. I'm going to go back in with this small brush, and I'm going to go in with contour. And I'm going to go over the edge. Make sure that's laid down. And then I'm going to go in with Bestie, which is the darker shade. I'm going to go in with a bit of the fuchsia black eyeshadow. I think it's the shade Leah. Just at the lash line. And then just pat over everything. Just a tiny bit. So I'm actually going to go in with a purple liquid lipstick. And so I have this pigment that I put on top of it. It's the Ingla 112 Stardust. You get dual tone, like purpley blue. So I'm going to go in. Oh, holy mother. I'm going to go in on top of the purple. And just pat it on while the eyeliner is still wet. I'm just going to put it over the purple at the bottom. I think it will be nicer. I was doing a different look than this, but now this is just something different now. I'm winging it as I'm going along. So that's my eye so far. Oh. Brow balm. So it's the fuchsia brow, boom brow, in the shade brunette. Don't know if that focused, but back into my eyebrow. And what I meant by the gap underneath, you can still see it, kind of. But I'm going to start that on my brow hairs grow and then start getting them done like that, because you seem like your brows are a lot thicker when you have thin brows. So I try to just look at all the time, but this doesn't happen for me because I love it on other people, but when I do it on myself, I'm like, oh no, because I don't think it'll be enough messing things. Mineral Photo Touch Foundation Fuchsia in the shade Linen, and that retailed for about €32. And the foundation, and it's a really light colour because in white and pale. You know what, I actually probably need to line up in this foundation. It's actually coming across really dark. I'm going to use the LA Girl HD Pro Coverage Foundation High Definition Long Wear and Illuminate Foundation, and it's in the shade white, you know. And it literally is like white. So that's good for all of us white gals, pale gals. Girl Pro Concealer. Yes. Squirt it up. Grab it with your brush. And then place it under your eye, on your chin, on your lip, and here. More need like oil on my skin. Plouise Palette by Megan in this what it looks like. And that's gonna set me under eye with this, and I'm gonna contour with this, and then I'm gonna bronze with the Makeup Geek. So this is me putting all the glitter in the world on. And then I'm going to go in with this angled kind of brush that I got in college, Vanity X crown brush. So the main thing is tap off the excess, start at the edge of the ear, top of the ear, sorry, and circular motions, yeah, it's the best. And then them big ears. I kind of like to bring my contour up a bit, just so it's not like a line, just so I know it's blended. And then most of the product is deposited here, so then I just kind of just disperse it around evenly. I'm gonna put that like on tops, in the middle and kind of on tops of the cheekbones. Make me like a bronzer. And a tiny bit on the forehead. Well, I don't know why I close my eye when I'm bronzed. The Slay and Print highlight together. From the Plouise Palette. Whenever. Start in the center always. Lipstick, Patrice lipstick that I've been liking lately. And it's like a sheeny kind of lipstick. And a brush. Lip brush, like nudie sheeny, yeah. And a lip brush, and then I'm going to this is basically what I'm using. These new Fair McCann lashes, and they are from, if you're in the UK, they're from Poundland, and if you're in Ireland, they're from Deals, and they are very wispy and very minky looking. So I said I'd try them out. Found me duo glue and my little tweezers. And I hope everybody enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sure I enjoyed creating it. I thank everybody who's watched it and who supported me, and especially on my last video, my first video, I got a really good response, and I got a lot of messages off people saying that they were proud of me and there was no better person to be doing tutorials, and just from friends and, you know, clients and stuff, and support doesn't go unnoticed by people. And I always used to think like, the big huge YouTubers, and I'm like, oh, that support hardly means anything to them anymore. But now I kind of get how people feel. Like, it's if it's what you're meant to be doing, you get a sense of pride from it, and anybody who's doing what they're supposed to be doing right now